So I went and got some parts for the yellow Mustang GT that I had. This is the Cobra, always on a battery tender, trying to keep the battery charged, keeping it up. But anyway, going through the garage, a nice place to be with all these other projects going on. But anyway, I went and I got a whole bunch of parts here for my yellow Mustang GT project. These are a set of bullet wheels that I had. I had these on my other silver Mustang GT, and I really love these wheels. And these are 01 to 02 bullet wheels. And I also have the seats in here that I got out of the True Blue Mustang GT that's wrecked. I got the center console. I've got a whole bunch of things to go in this car. So there's the silver GT that I just got as well. So I just brought these all and strapped the wheels to the roof of the Tahoe and had them tied down. They stayed there pretty good, but I wanted to get these wheels on that yellow Mustang GT because it's been sitting with no wheels on it. It's been sitting on four actual tires that I had laying around, and yeah, it looked pretty bad. Now I've cleaned out the interior of this car and I'm ready to start putting some things back together. Got the bullet wheels here to go on. You can see how the car's just been sitting. I got the fenders and hood from the wrecking yard recently, if you've seen that. I got this whole front clip from the wrecking yard as well, off of a blue Mach 1 that somebody had put that on. And so a lot of projects going on here, having a lot of fun with this. I can't wait to make these cars start looking better and looking how they deserve to look. And putting the wheels on this car is going to be a big deal. So anyway, I decided to put the center console in, and this center console is something that a lot of people just grab the parking brake and they just pull the parking brake up as high as they can and try to get the console out. And there's actually a different way that you should go about doing that. So I wanted to put the seats in. I'll show you how I get the center console in here. But getting the seats in here is a good idea because not only is it somewhere to store them instead of taking up room in the garage, but having them in here and not having them bolted down means I can pull them out at any time to work on the wiring and stuff I'll be doing under the dash. But anyway, to get the center console in, you take the parking brake handle and there's a lever here that you actually push the lever forward right here like this and then pull the whole thing up, and that helps you pull the handle almost vertical, and you cannot get it this high if you're just pulling it up in its normal function. So I know it's difficult to do that when you're trying to get it off, but putting it back on, it's really easy to see how to do that. And then right now I'm just sliding the handle through the parking brake boot that's attached to the center console here. And yeah, it takes a little bit of work to get it on there. You've got to be careful not to scratch the dashboard with the front of the center console as you're doing this. But once you get it all on there and get the boot pulled down, now you can have the parking brake in here. And this doesn't have anything to do with adjusting the parking brake. It's just the way you do it. Now I jacked up the front of the car. I was using this small jack that I had. I wanted to get the wheels on the car, but the jack wasn't doing really well. But I love these bullet wheels. I think they look great on any color Mustang. So I was really happy to get these on here. The tires are not good. That's actually why I took them off my other silver GT and got the premium wheels that I had, which were like the same as the 01 Cobra wheels. I really liked those wheels, and I let them go with my 03 GT when I sold it. But anyway, love these wheels. I think they're just great. I think they're gonna look really good on the zinc yellow, and the car is gonna look so much better with a set of wheels on it. So I'm very happy about this, especially since the car has basically been sitting on those tires, basically like a car sitting on cinder blocks. It just looked terrible. But I finally got my other jack out because that little jack just wasn't doing the job. This floor jack is awesome. I bought it at Costco probably in 2009 or so, and I've used it more than anyone's probably used their floor jack. But I had to get it out so I could get these wheels on and lift the car and be serious. It's just hard on the gravel. I should have just done this on the driveway, but anyway, I had to lift the floor jack and carry it out here and you know, shove it in the gravel and then push it under the car and stuff. But the wheel was a little bit difficult to get on, just because of how high I needed to lift the car, and you know, it worked though. So here's how good the car looks now with a set of bullet wheels. And if you notice, the car's actually leaning to one side in the back. and it was doing that when I bought the car, so we'll have to look into that. But I got the door panels to put in that yellow car, but I have the door wiring harnesses to put in there too. Because if you remember, the guy who was parting this car out decided to just cut all the wire harnesses in the doors where the window switches were to get the door panels out so he could sell them to somebody. So I got the whole harness for each side out of the doors, out of the Sonic Blue Mustang GT wrecked parts car that I have, and so that's all going to go in later. So that's why I want to leave the seats unbolted so I can pull that all out and work on that. But it's coming together very nicely, and I'm very happy to see it looking like a Mustang again. It looks so good with those bullet wheels on there. I'm very happy with that, and I'm just really happy to see this car coming back together. It needs a lot of work, needs a engine, and needs some stuff. But anyway, that's the update on the yellow Mustang GT. And I got the silver one to work on too, so you'll see updates on that too. But anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and stay tuned for more Mustang content.